Twin Falls and Wood River were both searching for their first win tonight. They faced off in Haley in a Great Basin matchup. Not much offense early on, but late in the first quarter, Taryn Casperson was breaking off runs in chunks like this 15-yarder. They would call his number again the next play, and he would take the Bruins inside the 10. The Wood River defense would hold strong. On 3rd and goal, Carson Walters' pass is broken up by the Wolverines' Dom Leos. That would force a field goal attempt as Twin Falls was trying to strike first. The snap was fumbled, and kicker Champ Geske was forced to play quarterback, but the desperate pass attempt falls to the ground, and the first quarter ended locked up at 0. The second quarter did not start very well for Wood River, though. Early on, Andrew Nelson trying to get something going, and his pass is intercepted by Xander Berriger. This one ends up all Bruins, 36-0 on the road. The Minico fans had a lot to cheer about, leading 35-0. Burley honoring 9/11 victims tonight, 3 days before the anniversary. Bobcats trying to get something going. Ethan Gibbons connects with Calvin Hodge for a huge first down. He picks up another 8 yards on the run, but a bad snap turns into a fumble, and Gibbons wraps up the ball for a loss. A couple of plays later, Gibbons finds Kyler Bean at the Minico 10. The Bobcats quickly marching down the field, but Spartan defense too much as Tim Miller's chasing the QB. No stopping the senior linebacker. The Spartans clobber their rival 42-0. Homecoming tonight at Canyon Ridge as the Shelley Russets come to visit the Riverhawks. Shelley starts the scoring first. Jake Ray puts a pass out into the flat for Peyton Whitaker, and he does the rest. Now, at the end of the first quarter, things still not looking good for the Hawks. A mishandled handoff in the backfield, and Mason Price jumps on the ball for Shelley. A few plays later, Ray going airborne again, this time to Brandon McBride. The pass and the run after the catch put the Russets up by a total of 21 points. They were not done. This time, a run of tackle gets Garrett Murdoch into the end zone. The Riverhawks do show some life at the end of the half. Triple option, Johnny Eastman with the pitch to Riley Dahlquist. He breaks a tackle or two for a great run down into Russet territory. And then to finish off the drive, Eastman goes for the corner of the end zone and hooks up with M.J. Brooks for the touchdown, but the comeback did not happen as Canyon Ridge loses to Shelley. The 2016 3A state runner-up looks strong again, spoiling homecoming 38-7. One of the most exciting matchups of the day takes us to Gooding, where 2 of the best 3A teams in the state meet up in a match of unbeaten. Stay tuned. In a rematch of the 2016 3A state semifinal, the Grizzlies of Fruitland were looking to roll into Gooding and upset the Senators once again. In the preseason, the Senators said they're not forgetting having their season end early. Gooding with some smart defensive heads-up plays. An evenly matched first quarter as both teams finished the 12 minutes with goose eggs on the board. Fruitland would break open the scoring 2 minutes in the second with a touchdown and an extra point. Following that up 2 minutes later with another TD, but a missed kick leading 13-0 halfway through the second. The Senators would get on a board themselves with a TD, but a blocked extra punt. Once the scores started piling on the board, they didn't stop. Almost to the half, Fruitland scored, but fails on the 2-point conversion, still leading 19-6. The Senators would not get their sweet revenge as the Grizzlies came out on top in the 33-22 win to hand Gooding their first loss of the season. Declo hosting Kimberly tonight in a battle of the 5th-ranked team in the 3A, which is the Bulldogs, and the 2A's #1 squad, the Declo Hornets. Last year, the Bulldogs won the game by a touchdown. The year before, the Hornets won a shootout by 2. This time around, Declo leading 19-7 in the second quarter and threatening once again. Backed up by penalties, Keegan Duncan does what he can do to gain some yards for the Hornets. Goes right, changes directions, left side goes a lot better. The All-State running back worked hard for those 6 yards. Tanner Schroeder now trying to make the big money play to Kyle Hansen, but Peyton Bear of Kimberly is there to break up the pass. Still Hornets ball. Declo goes back to the running game, and why not? Duncan is hard to stop. He cuts to the outside, then shifts in and reaches the promised land to put the Declo Hornets up 25-7. The Hornets give him the ball for the two-point conversion, and he makes it a 27-7 game. Declo doubles up Kimberly 40-20 to move to 3-0 on the year. The Bulldogs drop to 1-1. Well, Filer has no problem with American Falls at home, winning 32-14. Still ahead, the Valley Vikings are back on the road after cruising to a 2-0 start. Highlights up next. Valley has started the season hot. They are 2-0 and ranked third in the state. And tonight, they visited Shoshone. We'll pick things up in the fourth quarter. Valley's already up 46-0 over Shoshone. But the Indians threatening to finally get on the scoreboard. That's when Ethan Perry's pass picked off by Valley's Victor Nava. It was the last in a long string of turnovers for the Indians. And it wouldn't take long for Valley to put themselves in scoring position. Alejandra Meza goes deep and finds Nick Anderson to get inside the 10. The next play, Cody Burke gets the call, takes the ball, runs through a Shoshone defender to get to the end zone. That would put the Vikings up 52-0. Now, last play of the game. Shoshone just trying to get on the scoreboard. Andrew Sant finds Joe Kuntz, who has a clear path to the end zone, but he would not win the race. Chase down, and Valley shuts out Shoshone by a final 52-0. Valley stays undefeated on the year. A first half dominated by Chalice, the Vikings came to play. 20-12 at the half. The undefeated Hagerman Pirates needed some sauce, literally as in mustard, to help with some cramping. Late game injuries had the Hagerman offense stunting themselves. Chalice defense was strong, capitalizing on mistakes and finding breaks to the line offensively and finding the end zone. The Pirates' run game was stopped, but they were able to make a few long passes to move the ball. Hagerman is a young team, and it showed with questioning plays on-field confusion. The Vikings, however, much older and seasoned, but let their emotions at the time get the better of them, resulting in personal fouls. The Pirates, however, would receive their first loss of the year as the Vikings went on to win 36-12. Raft River takes care of Glens Ferry at home 40-6. Looking like they're ready to make a title run once again. Camas defeated Murtaugh 60-40. The Red Devils quarterback had 4 total touchdowns in the loss and more than 300 all-purpose yards. Lighthouse clobbers Richfield 58-14. Connor Holloway had 5 total TDs. Carey easily gets past Hanson 55-8. And Dietrich rides a fast start to put down Castleford 46-6.